Rule 39. Execution, satisfaction, and effect of judgments. Section 23. Conveyance to purchaser of personal property capable of manual delivery. When the purchaser of any personal property capable of manual delivery pays the purchase price, the officer making the sale must deliver the property to the purchaser and, if desired, execute and deliver to him a certificate of sale. The sale conveys to the purchaser all the rights which the judgment obligor had in such property as of the date of the levy and execution or preliminary attachment. Section 24. Conveyance to purchaser of personal property not capable of manual delivery. When the purchaser of any personal property not capable of manual delivery pays the purchase price, the officer making the sale must execute and deliver to the purchaser a certificate of sale. Such certificate conveys to the purchaser all the rights which the judgment obligor had in such property as of the date of the levy and execution or preliminary attachment. Section 25. Conveyance of real property. Certificate thereof given to purchaser and filed with Registry of Deeds. Upon a sale of real property, the officer must give to the purchaser a certificate of sale containing a particular description of the real property sold, the price paid for each distinct lot or parcel, the whole price paid by him, a statement that the right of redemption expires 1 year from the date of the registration of the certificate of sale. Such certificate must be registered in the Registry of Deeds of the place where the property is situated. Section 26. Certificate of sale where property claimed by third person. When a property sold by virtue of a writ of execution has been claimed by a third person, the certificate of sale to be issued by the sheriff pursuant to sections 23, 24, and 25 of this rule shall make express mention of the existence of such third-party claim. Section 27. Who may redeem real property so sold? Real property sold as provided in the last preceding section, or any part thereof sold separately, may be redeemed in the manner hereinafter provided by the following persons: the judgment obligor or his successor in interest in the whole or any part of the property, a creditor having a lien by virtue of an attachment, judgment, or mortgage on the property sold, or on some part thereof, subsequent to the lien under which the property was sold. Such redeeming creditor is termed a redemptioner. Section 28. Time and manner of and amounts payable on successive redemptions. Notice to be given and filed. The judgment obligor or redemptioner may redeem the property from the purchaser at any time within 1 year from the date of the registration of the certificate of sale, by paying the purchaser the amount of his purchase with 1 percentum per month interest thereon in addition up to the time of redemption, together with the amount of any assessments or taxes which the purchaser may have paid thereon after purchase, and interest on such last named amount at the same rate. And if the purchaser be also a creditor having a prior lien to that of the redemptioner, other than the judgment under which such purchase was made, the amount of such other lien with interest. Property so redeemed may again be redeemed within 60 days after the last redemption upon payment of the sum paid on the last redemption, with 2 percentum thereon in addition, and the amount of any assessments or taxes which the last redemptioner may have paid thereon after redemption by him, with interest on such last named amount, and in addition, the amount of any liens held by said last redemptioner prior to his own, with interest. The property may be again, and as often as a redemptioner is so disposed, redeemed from any previous redemptioner within 60 days after the last redemption, on paying the sum paid on the last previous redemption, with 2 percentum thereon in addition, and the amounts of any assessments or taxes which the last previous redemptioner paid after the redemption thereon, with interest thereon, and the amount of any liens held by the last redemptioner prior to his own with interest. Written notice of any redemption must be given to the officer who made the sale, and a duplicate filed with the registry of deeds of the place, and if any assessments or taxes are paid by the redemptioner, or if he has or acquires any lien other than that upon which the redemption was made, notice thereof must in like manner be given to the officer and filed with the registry of deeds. If such notice be not filed, the property may be redeemed without paying such assessments, taxes, or liens. Section 29. Effect of redemption by judgment obligor, and a certificate to be delivered and recorded thereupon, to whom payments on redemption made. If the judgment obligor redeems, he must make the same payments as are required to effect a redemption by a redemptioner, whereupon no further redemption shall be allowed, and he is restored to his estate. The person to whom the redemption payment is made must execute and deliver to him a certificate of redemption, acknowledged before a notary public or other officer authorized to take acknowledgments of conveyances of real property. Such certificate must be filed and recorded in the registry of deeds of the place in which the property is situated, and the registrar of deeds must note the record thereof on the margin of the record of the certificate of sale. The payments mentioned in this and the last preceding sections may be made to the purchaser or redemptioner, or for him to the officer who made the sale. Section 30. Proof required of redemptioner. A redemptioner must produce to the officer or person from whom he seeks to redeem, and serve with his notice to the officer, a copy of the judgment or final order under which he claims the right to redeem, certified by the clerk of court wherein the judgment or final order is entered, or if he redeems upon a mortgage or other lien, a memorandum of the record thereof, certified by the registrar of deeds, or an original or certified copy of any assignment necessary to establish his claim, and an affidavit executed by him or his agent showing the amount then actually due on the lien. Section 31. Manner of using premises pending redemption. Waste restrained. Until the expiration of the time allowed for redemption, the court may, as in other proper cases, restrain the commission of waste on the property by injunction, on the application of the purchaser or the judgment obligee, with or without notice. But it is not waste for a person in possession of the property at the time of the sale, or entitled to possession afterwards, during the period allowed for redemption, to continue to use it in the same manner in which it was previously used, or to use it in the ordinary course of husbandry, or to make the necessary repairs to buildings thereon while he occupies the property. Section 32. Rents, earnings, and income of property pending redemption. The purchaser or a redemptioner shall not be entitled to receive the rents, earnings, and income of the property sold on execution, or the value of the use and occupation thereof, when such property is in the possession of a tenant. All rents, earnings, and income derived from the property pending redemption shall belong to the judgment obligor until the expiration of his period of redemption. Section 33. Deed and possession to be given at expiration of redemption period, by whom executed or given. If no redemption be made within 1 year from the date of the registration of the certificate of sale, the purchaser is entitled to a conveyance and possession of the property, or if so redeemed, whenever 60 days have elapsed and no other redemption has been made, and notice thereof given, and the time for redemption has expired, the last redemptioner is entitled to the conveyance and possession. But in all cases, the judgment obligor shall have the entire period of 1 year from the date of the registration of the sale to redeem the property. The deed shall be executed by the officer making the sale, or by his successor in office, and in the latter case shall have the same validity as though the officer making the sale had continued in office and executed it. Upon the expiration of the right of redemption, the purchaser or redemptioner shall be substituted to and acquire all the rights, title, interest, and claim of the judgment obligor to the property as of the time of the levy. The possession of the property shall be given to the purchaser or last redemptioner by the same officer unless a third party is actually holding the property adversely to the judgment obligor. Section 34. Recovery of price if sale not effective. Revival of judgment. If the purchaser of real property sold on execution or his successor in interest fails to recover the possession thereof or is evicted therefrom in consequence of irregularities in the proceedings concerning the sale, or because the judgment has been reversed or set aside, or because the property sold was exempt from execution, or because a third person has vindicated his claim to the property, he may on motion in the same action or in a separate action recover from the judgment obligee the price paid with interest or so much thereof as has not been delivered to the judgment obligor, or he may on motion have the original judgment revived in his name for the whole price with interest or so much thereof as has been delivered to the judgment obligor. The judgment so revived shall have the same force and effect as an original judgment would have as of the date of the revival, and no more. Section 35. Right to contribution or reimbursement. When the property liable to an execution against several persons is sold thereon, and more than a due portion of the judgment is satisfied out of the proceeds of the sale of the property of one of them, or one of them pays, without sale, more than his proportion, he may compel a contribution from the others. And when a judgment is upon an obligation of one of them, as security for another, and the surety pays the amount, or any part thereof, either by sale of his property or before the sale, he may compel repayment from the principal.